Hello, Pastor Steve Waldron. Great you're here with us today. We're going to be looking at the KJV full color Holman Study Bible. Yes, it's updated. This is the 2020 edition. Now, first thing you'll notice, look at here. They're putting ribbon markers in hardbacks, and not just one ribbon marker, but two ribbon markers. So that is absolutely fantastic. Now I want to show you this too, because look at this. It lays flat in Genesis. So that means it's Smythe sewn or Smith sewn. Incredible. Now while I've got it open, I'll just go ahead and show you that. Look at the amount of commentary that it's got at the bottom. It's 3 columns, kind of like the Tony Evans Study Bible is. So this full color photos, illustrations, maps, and more, 123 photographs, 19 charts, 60 timelines, 12 full-length articles. And so it is just filled. And side column reference, kind of like the Life application. I'll show you one of these full color maps. Good print too. Now the notes are not such good print, but the print for the Bible text itself is just fantastic. Extremely well done. I've been very complimentary recently on Holman Bibles and their quality. I'm not sure who they have doing their Bibles, but whoever it is great. This is known as charcoal over board. You know, if you ditch the cover, you know, or something like that. Now, another thing that is good about being Smith sewn is you can actually use a Bible cover on this. Traditionally, hardbacks, the pages fall out when you use a Bible cover, but not if it's Smith sewn. It won't. And I mean, you just don't want to break the spine or anything and turn it like you used to do comic books. You know, you get a comic book and you don't want to do that, but it's really good. Boy, there's an essay, The Origin, Transmission, and Canonization, New Testament Books. I was just going to get us. Oh, this is Tim Marlin right here. So I'm going to get it and tell him I'm doing videos. Brother, I'll call you back in a bit. Okay. I enjoy doing that. Now, I think last week I answered a phone call from somebody, and our dear person actually went in and shut it off in the middle and spliced together and all this. That's not necessary. When I teach at Bible college and stuff, I've even been giving altar calls at church and forgot to turn my phone off, and I'll answer the phone, giving an altar call, because Jesus is calling. But let's go to the introductions here. Let's get back on track. The introductions. Now, the pages are fantastic. Like, I can feel the quality of this paper. So this is just unbelievable quality. Now, if you want to get this in, like to carry to church with you, you may not want to get a hardback. You may want to get their phenomenal leather soft or leather touch, as they call it. It's excellent, but you can get it all the way up like the genuine leathers and stuff. This has 16,000 study notes. I mean, just outstanding. So this is really rivaling, in my opinion, Nelson's King James Full Color Study Bible. And the quality is just incredible. They even have timelines, which I'm real big on. They have outlines, which a lot of people are big on. And it's pretty conservative, as a matter of fact. And I'm guessing that it is using their new kind of like comfort print, like Nelson's doing comfort print. But the red letter just really stands out to me beautifully. I mean, just fantastic. So it's going to have a ton of notes, a ton of references, good but not amazing introductions to each book. Let's face that. Easy to read. I found it fascinating. I read a statistic a while back that 51% of everybody in America that reads their Bible every day reads it in King James. So, but unfortunately, only 9% of Americans are reading their Bible daily, which is interesting. So this looks like it is 10-point print, which that is great. And then the like the breakdown paragraph, in-text paragraph breakdowns are absolutely fantastic as well. That doesn't have a lot of room on the side to write. It's actually got more than I thought. It's 0.375 inches. I really thought it was 1/4 of an inch. It is at the top 1/4 of an inch. Very limited in the gutter. I'm going to guess about 0.3 in the gutter, and exactly 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. So let's see what's at the back of this. I really like, I guess the reason I get so enthused about these is when I first got saved, born again of water and spirit, that Bibles like this really helped me. Just being able to read the introduction to Mark, the introduction to Matthew, and getting Bibles you can trust that haven't been diluted with liberal scholarship and stuff. Very important to me. Now, this is another great thing that Holman has been doing, is it has a glossary in the back of the King's English. And that's one of the better ones out there. This particular one of the King's English. And what that is, there's anywhere, depending on who's counting, 600 to 800 archaic words in the King James. And nobody's disputing that. The thing is I would rather have accuracy with anachronisms than non-accuracy in something that I can understand all the time. Because if God put it in there, it's accurate, it's true. Here's the concordance, and a decent sized concordance, bordering on large print. I wouldn't call that large print, but for a concordance, it's a very good sized print. I know the Schylers have been using that King's English from the Holman Bible as well. So let's see how big this concordance is. We'll see how many pages it is. May have to lick my fingers. I did not have to lick my fingers. Let's see. So it starts on page 1893. And it's bigger than I thought. These pages are so thin. This Bible paper is amazing because very little ghosting, but it's very thin. So did I say 1893? I did, didn't I? 1893 to 1962, so 69 pages, daily Bible reading plan, has lined paper, several pages of that, which that's always good, kind of like an Allen Bible does, and art credits, biblical, so 1969 is where that starts. So about 14 pages of lined paper. And then the beautiful maps. And Holman, you are to be commended, because you're some of, besides like your Common Man's Reference Bible, some of the indie printed Bibles, that you single-handedly have started putting the nation of Israel going through water during the Exodus. I guess being Baptist, and that's a type of baptism, 1 Corinthians 10, 1 and 2, that is wonderful. So let's measure this. But I'm just so thankful you've got people going through water. It doesn't have many maps. Maybe it does. No, it doesn't have many maps. Let's measure this. That stands out. So it is... It's 9 1/4 inches high. I'm going to guess, I appreciate Brother Mallory zooming in and out. Brother Mallory's moving. He's going to be doing these less and less. We're trying to get some folks trained. Pray for laborers into the harvest, that some folks will get a burden in Jesus' name like he has. He sacrifices so much. This is a totally volunteer position. And almost 7 inches wide. I knew it was a little wider. This is probably near the outer extremities of what most people would feel comfortable carrying to church. And let's see how wide it is, or, you know, the breadth of it. It's about 2 inches exactly. And again, that's really at the outer extremities. I may do a comparison with this in the ESV Study Bible sometime. I'm just looking at an ESV Study Bible down here. Let me see. The ESV Study Bible to me feels thicker. It's identical in dimensions. Now, I don't know about the Bible block itself, but I go with real world. Where does that? But the ESV Study Bible does feel thicker to me. So I may just do a comparison, not right now, but I just thought I'd show you that. Obviously, it's not as thick as our wonderful Open Bible. The Open Bible, to me, is amazingly carryable. Phenomenally carryable. So, but the Open, you can just kind of see it's just smaller. I like the Open Study Bible. I just do. Fits me. It's like a car. You know, some people like a Honda, some people like a Hyundai, some people like a Nissan, some people like a Chevy, some people like a Buick, some people like a Ford. Well, no, nobody likes Ford. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But that was a joke. And so anyhow, study Bibles are like that too. You know, people just like a certain study Bible. So the KJV Holman, I'm so grateful that they've come out with this. This is a great study Bible in a lot of ways. And Holman has been coming to, you know, I'm a Pentecostal, to a lot of Pentecostal conclusions, and I've done some videos on that over the course of the year on the channel. So God bless you, and we'll talk with you later. Please subscribe, share with your friends. God bless you in Jesus' name.